All right, everybody. I'd just like to thank you all for attending tonight's press conference by yours truly. I really did not intend or want to make this press conference, but something just came up inside the House Republican communications that I must be transparent to the American people and call out the utter incompetence and corruption with our leadership. Earlier today, you probably saw on, you probably saw on the news that I did in fact motion to vacate the majority leader because he is a corrupt and incompetent man. He is unable to lead. He has not made a single bill in his long political career. He did nothing to earn the votes of the Republican voters besides of him having the last name of Buckley. I'd just like to make it abundantly clear that having a last name will not earn you a title. And removing me because I removed you is doing nothing to help you. I'm just making that clear right now. And I like the hypocrisy from the speaker. I motioned to remove the majority leader, and it took him about 10 or so minutes the first time, and then the second time took him about the same amount of time. And each single time I make this motion, okay, nobody cares, you're incompetent, please be quiet. Anyways, I motioned to remove the leader and he objected. I asked him every single time, why should you stay as leader? He does nothing to lead. The only thing he leads this conference to is to holding the minority next after this election. He is doing nothing to help us. He's doing everything in his power to hurt us with moderate swing voters because he is a corrupt and most incompetent member of this House. So he objected, and the speaker was, of course, very quick to say the objection is heard, and he said, I ask unanimous consent the majority whip is considered vacant. He has not said once, twice, or three times why he wanted me removed. The only reason why he wanted me removed because I am calling him out on his corruption and his incompetence. So I'm going to do something right here, right now. He's in the stage. I'm going to invite him to speak with me. Of course, it's at the end of the day, it's going to be up to him whether or not he wants to, yeah, you're busy. Yeah, the American people are busy too, but they're coming here to listen to your incompetence. Well, anyways, okay, I can't remove the invite. So I'm currently not inside congressional leadership anymore. However, I will be nominating myself for the position again, but I'm sure the Buckley corruption squad will find someone to replace me that is just as corrupt. But I am placing my full intent on doing everything and anything in my power to stop corruption in the halls of Congress. And if that means writing resolutions of expulsion, that'll take place. However, I just heard little birdie, in my ear just tell me that there's going to be 2 resignations taking place Monday. And, I could only sniff like a canine dog what those resignations could be. Probably just rumors, but we could only hope and pray. But tonight's events are absolutely horrendous and disgusting. And at this current moment of time, I call on the Speaker of the House and the House Majority Leader to please resign from all forms of leadership, as they both are incompetent and capable of doing just that. Tonight, what we just saw is pure corruption, hypocrisy from both ends. And the American people are tired of this, And we could take a look at recent polling conducted by America First, which is America First News. It finds news that puts America first. And this was a poll. Let's see what the date was. Okay, hold on. Find it. This poll, I talked about it recently, was done on October the 2nd, and 71% of Americans approved of Mr. Speaker Buckley. And then we go down to last night, after Speaker Buckley did all this, and he's has 71% disapproval. And then we go to the majority leader, and he has 67% disapproval. This is abundant evidence that these are some of the most incompetent. Oh, excuse me, there's an update I just saw now. And the House Majority Leader polls, he is down the 79 disapproval rating. Mr. Leader, your approval was dropping more than my balls when I was hitting puberty. Your career is sad. It's really sad. So, again, I make this clear. These 2 individuals need to resign because they have both of them. Yes, I'll bring you up. I just saw your comment, Mr. Mitzi. I'll be happy to bring you up when I start answering questions. However, your attitude is sad. How about you come up here and talk to me like a real man? I get you're in your car or whatever, but you have all this talk against me, but you have nothing to show for your record. You haven't made a single bill. Neither is your speaker. You like the dick ride. Excuse my language, but it's the truth. The speaker has yet to come out and say anything in regards to this. Neither of you. You 2 are probably the most corrupt and incompetent people in this Congress, and it's sad. And you'll do anything for power. I don't do everything for power. Excuse me. A couple people have said I'm doing all this vacating stuff for power, and that is far from the truth. I'm doing this because I don't like liars, I don't like incompetence, I don't like corruption in this Congress. And if that makes me power hungry, the truth is you need to wipe that damn smile off your face, because the only thing you should be smiling at is how you're going to be unemployed in the next 48 hours. Anyways, enough rambling. I have some resolutions to write, so I'm going to answer a few questions. So please raise your hand if you do, and I'll bring you up. Ooh.
Hi, Mr. Hayes. Hi, Mr. Hayes. It's a pleasure to be meeting you tonight.
How are you?
I'm good.
You sound familiar. How are you?
I'm good. Mr. Hayes, will you be submitting a motion to vacate the speaker pretty soon?
I did last night, and would you like to know how he responded to that? He adjourned.
All right.
So yeah, he adjourned right as I made that motion because the most corrupt and incompetent majority leader motioned to adjourn as soon as I motioned to vacate. This is pure evidence that these two are doing nothing to help the American people, but they're doing everything in their power to keep on power. But it's slowly dwindling away from them, just like their careers. So.
All right, another question. Do you think that a majority of the House would support this, like, to vacate the Speaker and the Majority Leader?
Well, if you asked this question about 2 days ago, I would say no, because there's lots of people who rely on the Speaker for power. However, most people in the House have came out, even people who recently supported him and voted no on vacating the chair, or said they wouldn't support vacating the chair, excuse me, have now came out against the Speaker. One of those, which being the House Minority Leader. Go look at some more. Oh. I'm watching these people get disapproved right now in the polls because they're still alive. But the only representative right now who voted in the poll that they approve of Speaker Buckley is Congressman Arnold Anderson, which is again one of the most inactive and incompetent members of Congress. They haven't shown up to work. They haven't made legislation, which seems to be common with anyone who supports Evan Buckley. They haven't made a single bill in their career. Just like Michael Buckley, the only bill he's made is a impeachment resolution to the President of the United States, which would openly be giving the presidency to one of the most incompetent vice presidents in history. So.
Well, thank you, Mr. Hayes. It's been a pleasure to speak to you tonight. It'll be an honor to work with you in Congress as well.
Indeed. Thank you.
Good night.
Good night. Okay. He just said he will impeach the VP too. Well, I'm not sure if you understand, but that would openly give the Speaker the House of Presidency, and in no way, shape, or form will I ever be lending the presidency to the most incompetent and corrupt Speaker of the House. He will, under a Evan Buckley administration, he will turn. I did say the VP is incompetent. You know who else is incompetent? Yourself and the Speaker of the House. You two have no reason to be anywhere near close to the presidency. Is there any more questions? You can raise your hand to ask a question. If not, I'll be departing as I have 2 resolutions to write. All right. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for coming. Have a blessed evening.